What is going on, everybody? It's me, NaKoei, back again with some more Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remaster with the overview trailer. We're going to go over it, we're going to watch it, we're going to go through everything. We're going to talk about and give you my opinion on what we see here in this trailer. So let's watch the video and then we will go through it together. Please let me know in the comments your concerns or excitement going into Dynasty Warriors 3 Remaster. So if you're ready, I'm ready, guys. Let's get into it.
The heart is dead. Long live the yellow dragon.
We must join with them to attack Cao Cao.
時代を駆け抜けた無双の武将たち。あまたの生き様がここに。
Attack!
新たなアクションが追加され、加速する圧倒的な手応え。進化した迫真のタクティカルアクション。戦場を席巻し、その名を刻め。三国志の世界がより深まる新シナリオを追加。武将一人一人の激動の物語を体感せよ。
Onward! We must press harder!
さらに多彩なゲームモードを搭載。好きな武将で自由に戦場を駆け巡るフリーモード、 VS モード、チャレンジモードもより綺麗に爽快感アップ。自分だけの最強武器を鍛える新要素武器合成。画面分割による強力プレイ。好きな武将で楽しめるオープニング編集。原作の味わいも再現。細かなオプション設定も。新三国無双オリジンズから主人公シランが参戦。鮮烈によみがえる一騎当選の極み。新三国無双2 with 猛将伝リマスタード。
Alright, guys. So, first, the most important thing, in my opinion, we have a date. October 1st, 2026 is the release date for Dynasty Warriors 3 Remaster. Very excited for this. You know, I've seen a lot of people worried. Oh, we haven't heard some stuff in a while. We haven't, heard anything since it's been delayed. And so, you know what? This can put everyone's minds at rest with those concerns. There's a nice date right there for you guys, and it's available on all platforms. So that's very exciting. So, yeah, so there's a little time frame for me. As you see on the channel, I do have a bunch of Dynasty Warriors 3 stuff. I'm going to try to get through all of the Muso modes and 5th weapons before the game comes out. I do work a full-time job, so 40 hours a week. So it's going to be crunch time, trying to get it all done. I'm going to try, but if we don't, it'll be cool to play the new stuff and still play the old stuff, and you can kind of side-by-side compare. I think that'd be a cool thing for the channel, but I am going to try to complete it by the time this is released, but if not the end of the world. Can make some nice comparisons. I just want to say the opening, beautiful, going through the characters and their quotes. Don Giro, looks great. Cao Cao looks great. So let's go over the points here. We got Muso mode. Zhao Yun looks fantastic, by the way. Like, the poster boy is doing good. So yeah, we got Muso mode. We got, 32, if the Extreme Legends stuff is in this, so there's probably going to be about 38, 40 characters. Muso modes we're going to have to go through. It's going to be exciting to see if it's the levels are changed in any way. New cutscenes, that'd be awesome. They did seem to have some original audio, which I know people are going to love because, that's kind of the iconic thing of Dynasty Warriors 3. Cao Cao wasn't Cao Cao in Dynasty Warriors 3, it was Cao Cao. Some of the Yellow Turban Rebellion cutscenes are, like, notoriously funny cringe, but it's where the series, like, really took off, and people remember that, like me, myself, right? So next thing they got up here that is new is you can call the horse. That's huge. I believe that was added in 6 or 7. no reason for it not to be in there. So I'm really excited for that. Next up, we have Gardening. Let's go over this. Gardening looks amazing in this cutscene. I'm gonna see if I can get it before. Go here. So this is one thing. This is my little nitpicky thing. I do find stuff that I don't like. I'm not all big poster boy for KOE. The troops. One of the things I love about Dynasty Warriors 3 is the different look of troops. Like you have the peasant looking like privates that are just like no armor stuff. You have like the majors that don't have helmets and stuff, and then you have like the bodyguards, the elites, like they're all decked out in armor and helmets. And in my opinion, Dynasty Warriors 3 has some of the best looking troops in the series by far. At least top two. In my opinion. If you got a different opinion, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. But that's just my opinion. I understand time frames, and it's probably way easier to import the troops that look like they're from Origins or Dynasty Warriors 8 and the modern stuff. I completely understand that it's a lot easier than to implement characters and troop designs from 20 plus years ago. I understand that. That's just one thing. It would have been nice, but I understand. So the next thing we have is evading. They had that in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I loved it with the perfect evades and stuff. It just added a nice, cool, new style of gameplay. How you go about, dodging attacks. Do you want to do perfect block? Do you want to do perfect evade? You can do both. You can master both. But if you just want to master one or the other, the evade it was great. It was a lot of fun. One thing I will say, just based on my comments and other comments I've seen, this is going to be a complaint to some people. I get it in a way. Like some people, by the sounds of it, just said, you know what, just give it a graphical enhancement and make it Dynasty Warriors 3. And I get it if that's what you want or expected, and just, you don't want the modern stuff brought into it. I get it in a way. But I feel like if you're just doing a graphical enhancement on a game, I feel like it's hard to charge what they're trying to charge for this game. Where I'm from, it's $53 for the just like the base, and then I think it's like $93 for the deluxe edition. It's hard to charge like even $50 nowadays for a game that's just a graphical enhancement. A lot of people, would be appalled to pay $50 for just a graphical enhancement, whereas others, some people may not care. They just love the series and they just want the graphical enhancement, but it doesn't look like that's what it's going to be. They're going to be adding these things that are from modern games like Origins and previous titles. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine. I loved Origins. Some people didn't. That's okay. Not everyone has to agree. But this could be a negative thing, as I did see in some of my comments. Some people are like, I just wish they'd, give it a graphical enhancement, and I'd be happy. And you know what? The graphical enhancement is here, but some of the modern stuff is coming with it. That's just, what's going to happen. So we have the just evasion and counterattack. So it looks like you can perfect evade, perfect block, like you could in Origins, which is going to be a lot of fun. I love that. You're not going to hear a complaint out of me. Charge attacks. Looks like you can do a charge attack to stop certain attacks from enemy officers. That'll be a lot of fun. Power guard, you guard. Typically, it's all in there. Just guard, again, looks like you're going to be able to perfect guard, perfect block, however you want to say it. That's going to be a lot of fun. I love that in Origins. You won't hear a complaint out of me. Also, Zenji looks fantastic in this game. Let's see if we can get a... she just looks like she's one of my... Again, like if you watched how I discovered Dynasty Warriors 3, you will see that Zenji was like one of my most favorite characters in the game. That Muso was insane. So the next thing we have is, it says, dive deeper into the world of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms with new stories added. New Wei Legends side story, Battle of Chibi, and you get Ganing with his troops charging. This is interesting. Like they're adding, this is how like you justify adding, a price tag that they're charging for this game. You're adding new content, and I can't wait to see what this is. Wei for Chibi, maybe it's like something in preventing the fire attack. But if you keep going, we have Wu, Legend Side Story, Battle of Wuzhang Plains. And you see a scene here, there's, Chuge Liang and Sima Yi, like, they're charging together. They're not attacking each other. Their troops are behind each other. You got a generic Origins officer there, so obviously this is where they're pulling them from. That's okay. Again, I went over that earlier. But it looks like they're, like, so is Wu going to take on, like, Sima Yi and Chuge Liang together? Like, that's a scary duo to take on, but, and then you have the Shu, hold on, Zhang Fei just looks great, so is Guan Yu. Shu Legend Side Story, Siege of Hefei Castle. So the Shu army invading Hefei Castle is going to be very interesting, to see what generals they deploy. Obviously, Fan Castle failed because Guan Yu's here, so is Zhang Fei. They're supposed to be long gone by now, but that's really exciting. So I'm really glad they added new content. Like, I was excited when they're like, yeah, the Extreme Legend stuff, don't worry guys, it's going to be there. I was like, okay, perfect. Like, that, to me, with a graphical enhancement and everything, justifies, the $53. Like, there's, like I said, 38, 40 characters that we're going to be able to play as. That's good with me. And they're adding new stuff, which is great. Free mode, that's a must. The non-mon king and queen look just amazing. The elephants, I can't say enough how good they look. They look awesome. This is, if you played the jam pack thing like I did, this is your first experience with Dynasty Warriors 3 back in the 2000s. So to see how good they look in this, is like 23 years later, it's amazing. But yeah, you can, all the cutscenes. There's Mang Ho, he looks great. Dion Wei surrounded. There's obviously the scene at Hulao Gate with whatever character you have. As soon as you get to tear down the gate, get it. No matter who you have, it's the same cutscene, so that's cool. Zhang Zhao, you look great, dude. Like, oh my god. Versus mode. This is going to be pretty cool. I'm surprised they kept this. This will be a lot of fun. My wife has never really experienced Dynasty. She's seen me play it, but she's never actually, Miss NaKoei has never partooken in playing Dynasty Warriors. So maybe that will be some fun content for the channel, having someone that's never played it before, give their opinion on, we could do verse mode. They have challenge mode as well, so I put her through the ringer. That'd be a lot of fun. So next up here, we have weapon fusion. So that looks like a lot of fun. That's been in, I think you could fuse and, I want to say it started in Warriors Orochi. I want to say the weapon fusion started. Maybe in Samurai Warriors, I could be wrong. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. You can, it's not, oh my gosh, I got to go through the lottery of abilities I want. I can add, certain abilities to my weapons. You can build your weapon, which is going to be huge for the, for getting those, fourth and fifth weapons, because you need a strong attacking character to get some of these. It's a struggle, but that's gonna make that a bit easier. You might be able to make your weapon stronger than your fourth or fifth weapon the way you design it. That's definitely possible. So what do we got next? We got 2-player co-op again. That'd be some fun content if I could get the wife to mic up and we do a couple levels together. I think that'd be really cool. I'm glad they added that. If they don't, I know my brother has reached out and wanted to do stuff like that. So co-op could definitely be on this channel, which would be great. It'd be a lot of fun. Next, we have the edit opening. I had a lot of fun with this as a kid. Every time I unlocked a new character, I'm like, how am I gonna put him in the opening cutscene? How am I gonna use him? That was my thing as a kid. I loved it. So I'm so pumped they have this back in it. That's so cool. You can see Cao Cao here. Shu, you know what, buddy? You look like you thinned down. You're looking good, dude. Yuan Shao and Lu Bu look very nice. Dong Zhuo dancing his heart out. He looks great. They got the system here, so we can go over a few things. They got system settings, target facing assist, so you can turn that off, which is huge. That's going to be a lot of fun. Guard direction, all directions. I guess you can change that up. Guard while strafing. Bow control mode, third person. So we can, it looks like we're going to be able to switch between first and third person for the bow view. That's awesome. As you can see down here, this was not in Dynasty Warriors 3. Yeah, it was, the little circle, the crosshair. So that's cool that you have that ability. Yeah, system settings. If you look down here, there's the difficulty. It looks like there's 5, so it looks like it's going up to very hard, or it's probably going to be easy. I don't really know what's in between. Maybe rookie, easy, normal, hard, very hard, or chaos as they call it now. They might implement that. So that's going to be cool. Really looking forward to that. I'm hoping the 4th and 5th weapons are still like, I'm hoping 4th are like on hard. I hope they're both not on, chaos or very hard. But this is huge, guys. Zuluan is going to be in Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. I loved the character Zuluan. I loved his story. It's a lot of fun playing as someone who kind of has like, like an outside perspective of the Three Kingdoms. Like, he's not really obligated to side with anybody. This is just who he is, and, he's just here to restore peace. I really enjoyed his character and playing with him in Dynasty Warriors Origins, so I'm all for this. What do we got next? Shows his Muso. We get that nice cutscene of, let's see if we can get it, of Lu Su. There he is right there. Lu Su. So, yeah, so we got a bunch of other cutscenes, and then it cuts to the end. So yeah, guys, it says here, pre-order bonus, get the red hair saddle. That's huge. That's great. What next? We have, yep, and then, the digital deluxe edition. You get some weapons that can be used for fusion, so that's going to put you ahead a bit. 6 secret teachings, and then you got the Wind Scroll, which is your reach, and Tiger Amulet, which is your attack. So we're getting that off the hop. Really good to have. We got some officer concept art. That's pretty cool. And then you also have retro costumes for 42 characters. So that is really cool. So guys, yeah, if you enjoyed this, be sure to, subscribe. Please comment in the comment section your opinion on this whole thing. It's very exciting. I'm excited. Like, this is like my childhood, so I couldn't be happier that we're actually getting this confirmed. Please let me know in the comment section what you're excited for, what your concerns are with the game. Love hearing from you guys, and if you want Dynasty Warriors content in general, just like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are currently playing through Dynasty Warriors 3, going through every single character. I'm going to try to complete it before the remaster comes out, but if we don't, that's okay. We'll still have remastered content right here on release day for you guys. So, if you like the sound of that, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time, guys.